Hi, my name's Michelle Ng, and I'm the founder at Granville Island Delivery Co. We help organizations make it easy to show they care by offering unique and local gifting solutions. And with the holidays coming up, a lot of people are just really wondering, what should we do this holiday season with evolving public health orders and just not knowing what's going to be the situation come December. I wanted to bring in Lynn from Grouse Mountain to speak to us and offer some creative solutions and ideas she and her team may have in terms of celebrating for the holidays ahead. Lynn, welcome. Thank you for joining us today.
It's a pleasure. Thank you very much for having me today.
Yes, absolutely. Now, Lynn, are you able to tell us about some of the challenges that you're hearing from customers and also, maybe some opportunities that you see for people as they plan ahead for the holidays?
Yeah, absolutely. And for those of you not familiar with Grouse Mountain, I think most of you should be, but Grouse Mountain, we're located on the North Shore and we're just minutes from downtown Vancouver. What a lot of locals don't know, a lot of companies don't know, is that we have a lot of different activities that are available. And especially during these times, we do offer a lot of wide open spaces, even in the winter time. And then we also have our chalet in which there's a lot of flexible options. And what we're hearing is we've had some companies book their Christmas holidays like well in advance, months and months in advance. Some of them carried over from last year. And now with the evolving situation with health and safety, some of them are concerned. Like they just don't know, can they move forward with the holiday party that they originally envisioned?
Okay.
And yeah, so, our team really wants to help people in those situations because we know it's been a long time.
Yeah.
18 months is a really long time to not be able to get together with people and enjoy being with each other.
Totally. And Lynn, what we're hearing on our side is that, people are just taking the wait and see approach because it's just, it's frankly hard to predict what is going to be happening this holidays. Do you have some tips and advice for us on how to navigate the holiday season ahead?
Yeah, absolutely. So, we've tried to be creative and really utilize and leverage the fact that we do have these outdoor spaces. We do have hospitality opportunities. And, for example, one of the activities that we offer in the winter time is our snowshoeing. So this is a great corporate hosting opportunity, a great opportunity for people wanting to get together. We have a curated program with a host, a certified snowshoe guide who will take groups of people, and usually it's about 6 to 8 per guide. And
You've been on that experience, Lynn, and it was fantastic. Just being led by a knowledgeable guide through Grouse Mountain, doing snowshoeing, and then we actually wrapped up our experience inside doing the. It was a fondue experience.
it's a very cool experience. And, as part of that, what's neat is that you get to explore the snowshoe trails in the dark. So our guide will actually provide a headlamp for each of the different participants. And the nice thing about snowshoeing is you don't have to be an expert. It's literally like walking, and once you get a feel for it, then you get to kind of go through the snowy trails and around the lake. And we also have our light walk where it's all twinkly, but if it's a group that's a little bit more adventurous, then we can also take you off that trail with our guide.
Yeah,
And
I
yeah,
actually joined you guys for the snowshoeing tour. It was actually my first time doing snowshoeing, and the guide was super helpful. And yeah, it was very easy, just like what you said.
so good to hear. And then I'm so glad to hear that you did the fondue.
I did.
So yeah, we do have a fondue experience, and the way it's set up is it's really great for like family groups, but then for other groups, larger groups, we also have different types of packages that we can offer. So our fondue, our traditional fondue would be the cheese, the broth, and then the most delicious chocolate dessert fondue.
Yes, yes, I
Yeah.
I can vouch for that.
Excellent, excellent. And we also, for the Christmas time, we've curated special packages, special menus where there's plated. We have Another thing that we've done to pivot a little bit is, buffets are obviously not as welcomed right now with multiple people touching the same utensils. Our staff can actually serve the food items to kind of minimize the any concerns that people might have about multiple touch. So that's just another way we've adjusted.
That's interesting. Yeah, I have definitely wondered about buffets during the pandemic and just how that is executed or if it's offered anymore. So it sounds like you guys are continuing to offer buffets at Grouse, but just that the dishes are served by your staff members.
Exactly,
Right.
exactly. So that's just one of the different options. And we're also, just as another solution for people, we're offering the opportunity to play outside. So with Peak of Christmas is our month-long celebration that kicks off actually next month, November 25th, and goes through until the beginning of January. But we pack our mountain admission ticket with free activities. So that includes like our skating, our sliding zone, there's self-guided walks around our light walk. Santa, I heard, is coming down from the North Pole and he's bringing his reindeer. All to
My
say
son's
there's
going to be very pleased to hear that.
I know. We're so excited. We're getting ready. The elves are coming to the mountain in the next couple of weeks to get everything ready for him and the elves. But yeah, just so many different opportunities outside. And then another thing that we're offering for guests is a hospitality area. So we can set up a tent and we have some items that we're able to offer like hot chocolate, like cookies and things to keep people warm. And then they have the option to go into the chalet and, as with everybody else in BC for gatherings and events, it's up to 50% capacity of the space seated. So we do have lots of spaces where afterwards for a seated dinner, there's lots of options there. And then something that we're doing that's a little bit different, we actually introduced this last year, and it's really cool to see people asking about it for this year now, is what we call Peak of Christmas Freestyle. So it's just another way of being able to host your guests, your clients, your staff, but on their own terms. So there might be a specific day or a time frame that you decide that you want to host. You have a welcome tent at the top of the mountain where you can meet and greet. You might have some goodies for them, and then they can go off and enjoy all the Peak of Christmas activities on their own terms. We've had some companies buy food and beverage vouchers for them. So when clients and families are ready to have a bite to eat, they can just use that at any one of our outlets and just really enjoy their time up here courtesy of their host.
Right. It's fantastic that we're offering more flexible solutions this year, Lynn, because just with the evolving situation and the unknown around that, I think a winning strategy for this year is really coming up with flexible solutions that can be tweaked, with short notice. That I think will be key to a successful holiday season, and also planning ahead, because the holidays will be a very busy time and stressful time for everybody. And so it's nice if you're able to plan ahead to really minimize the stress level and the craziness around the holidays.
Oh my gosh, I completely agree. I think that, now is actually a really good time to start doing that planning and just kind of thinking of all the different plans that you can actually put in place, because there might be the grand plan where all of a sudden everything opens. So you think about plan A, but then what if we're still in step 3? This is the options that you could look at.
Right.
One thing that we've run into a few times is that we might have groups that had booked well in advance and they were planning on regular capacity.
Mhm.
So to get around the reduced capacity, if we're still there, they're prepared as their plan B to do waves. So the waves might happen on the same day with a break in between so that rooms can get flipped over, or it might be over consecutive days where it's different departments or different sets of clients that are coming up. So they still have that opportunity to host, but not necessarily as a big, gigantic group of hundreds of people.
Right, absolutely. Yeah, we've definitely heard that on our side as well, just with some of our gifting clients, is that they are celebrating in smaller teams and doing the waves as opposed to, company-wide party this year might be a little bit easier to execute.
Yeah, it just seems like there's a real desire out there by people that we're talking to celebrate in some form. We've all had to put everything on pause for a year as far as big celebrations go. And I love that we're actually getting suggestions from our clients too
Mhm.
on ways to navigate around some of the restrictions and still stay within compliance and make everyone feel comfortable. So it's
Right.
cool to see the creativity that everybody has.
Yes, yes, absolutely. And if there's a silver lining in the pandemic, it's that we've all had to get a lot more creative and think outside the box and just be more flexible based on what is happening in the moment.
Oh, absolutely. And trying something new.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Lynn, thank you so much for joining me today. And it's been a pleasure chatting with you about planning for the holidays ahead. If folks are interested in learning more about offerings at Grouse or connecting with you, what's the best way to find you?
Yeah, there's a couple of ways. If you go to our website, which is grousemountain.com, you'll see a section for private events and functions. And any of those emails that you click on, it goes straight to me. Or there's also catering at grousemountain.com. So we have a team here that will be answering emails and hopefully be able to help you find solutions.
Right, fantastic. Thank you so much again, Lynn.
Thank you, Michelle.